we will going to take up one more model, how to create this model by using the Fusion software. So to do that, first I'll go for the software. You click on sketch, click on the top plane. Okay. Now I will create this rectangle, which is 150 by 30. Okay. First I will go for a sketch. I'll go for sketch. Click on rectangle and I will take some reference here. I will just draw one rectangle of any size. I will go for constraint. Take the midpoint of this should be on this point. Okay. Then I will go for dimension, select this and I'll give 115. Okay. Then the overall dimension is 30 here. So you give for dimension, give for 30 mm. Okay. Once you do that, now you go for finish sketch and give the height as 10. Go to finish sketch and go to 3D and go to extrude. Select this and give 10 mm. So give the distance as 10 mm. Okay, then click on OK. Now we want to create this model at this point. Okay, so from here he has given this total distance is 30. No? So it is 10 on this side. Is it 5 mm? Yes. So total is it 10 mm chamfer? I think so. Yes, it is 10 mm. So this is 10 on this side, 10 on this side. Yes, 10 mm. This is 15. Yeah, 10 mm on this side. No, that will do at the later stage. Now you're going to create this particular sketch of this particular nature. So I'll just go for this one. Yes, I'll go for sketch, click on this plane. Now we will try to create this model. So here I will just go for a rectangle and where exactly that center is, that is from here. I will go for rectangle. You just click on this point and create a rectangle of any size. Okay. Then I will go for the dimension. What is the total distance is 30. So I'll go for dimension, select this and give 30. Okay. Then I will go for the height. Height is given to be 55. Go for select this point and give 55. Then I want to draw a circle of radius 55. So I will just go for circle and I will take this point and I will go for a dimension. I will take it as 110 because total distance is that much. Now I want this horizontal, select this and this. I think it will come to the horizontal line. Yes, go to control. Now instead of this, what I will do, I will just select this and I will take it here and go to constraint, select this first these two, make it vertical. Then I want this circle tangential to this line. Yes. Now we have the part, automatically it will get constrained. And then go for trim, select this point. So now we have this portion. Similarly, I will just come down to this and trim this portion on this side. Similarly, on this side, sorry. And I will go for trim, select on this edge and I will try to delete this line. Okay, once you delete all other dimensions, it will go to remove. So, but anyhow, it is already constrained, so we need not have to worry about that particular point. Okay, now I will go for dimension, select on this. Okay, and you take to this point and sorry, go to yes, this overall dimension is 50. So automatically from here it will be given it as 55. You take it that point. Then I want to give the dimension from this point to this point, which is sorry. Go for dimension. Select this point to this point and give the dimension as that. Enter. So once you do that, now we will go for the finish sketch and go to 3D. And now you go for extrude, select this profile. So now I want this to be offset from here. That is, what is the overall dimension? 20, 25, 20. So that means 40, 65. Overall dimension is 115. 115 minus 65 is 50. Okay, from this it is 25. So what I will do, I'll go for one-sided, sorry, go to profile, go to offset, take it as minus 25 because it is in this direction. So once you give that minus 25, from there, again, what is the dimension? Minus 20, 20, 40, 65. So from here, you give minus 65 again from that point. Now, if you consider from this, so both the sides should have equal. So it is there. You just click on OK now. So now we have this particular portion. Now what I want is I want to remove this particular material here. So to do that, I will just go for sketch, click on this plane, and then I will go to fit and go back. Then I will go for rectangle, select some arbitrary rectangle, and I will create this profile. And then I will go for project, go to bodies, select on this body and say OK. Then I want to give the dimension. So what is the dimension from this point? Sorry, I will just go for dimension, select from this edge to this edge, give 20, correct? So once you give 20 and from here to here it is 25, then automatically the other dimension will become 20 from here to here. Yes, okay. Now then I need to give this dimension, which is from here it is 20 and then from here it is 12. So 20 plus 12, 32. Okay. So I want to give the dimension from this point to this point, you give 32. Okay. Once you do that, now everything is finished. Everything has been constrained, and then go for extrude, select this, and you select this, and go to distances through all, and then flip it and say OK. Now you have to give this OK. Now that is the mistake what we have done. So again, I'll go for edit sketch, and I want to select this portion also and say this portion also and say OK. No, it's not taking it. Why? That is, we will see that. I'll just go for edit feature. Then go to select. This you delete. Now I will select this portion. Then I want to select this portion. And then I want to, yeah, now it is considered. You click on OK. Now we have this portion. Once you do that, now I want to go for hole. I want to create this hole. What is the diameter of the hole? 12. So I'll go for create, go to hole, click on this face. Okay. Then I want to make this diameter as 12. Okay. Then I want this distance is through all. Then it is exactly at the midpoint and that is 35 from here. So what I can do is, okay, you come down to this, go to this sketch and give it as 15 because it will be placed at the center. Then from here you give 35. Okay, that is what he has shown. Yes, and then click on OK. So you come down here and click on OK. So the once this hole has been created, then I want to go for this slot to be opened. Now to do that, I will go for sketch, click on this front plane, and now you just create a rectangle here. So you come down to this, go to rectangle, select, go to rectangle, you select this some arbitrary point, and from there you give the dimension. So from here it is 40. So go for dimension from this point to this point, you take 40. Then again, from here, the dimension is 35. Give this dimension as 35. Then I want this dimension from here to here, it is 12. Yes. Okay. Yes. So this overall dimension is 20 in that case. Yes. So once you do that, now you go for finish sketch and go to 3D and go to extrude, select this and give the distances through all and flip and say OK. Now I want to create this chamfer. It is 10 into 10 into 10. So I'll go for create, go to chamfer, select this edge and also this edge. and give the distance as 10, equal distances, and click on OK. So this is how you will be able to create this particular model. Okay, once you do that, now the next thing is I want to go for creating the drawing. Before that, I will just click on this and make it 3-dimension. So once I will see, this is how we can see this model which has been done. So now, once you do that, now I'll go for save. Click on save and then go to 8, model 8 and say. So once you save this drawing, then I need to go for drawing. So to do that, so from design, you click on drawing, go to from design, take A3 size and click on OK. Then you come down to the front, that is for the drawing mode. So then you just go to 1:1 scale, click on 1:1 scale and select on this side and click on OK now. Now you go to click on projected view, select this view and take it to the top. And then you select this to the side view and then you take for the 3-dimension and enter. Now you disable this, it's not required. So then you go to the double click on this and go to shaded and click on OK. Now you start giving the dimensions for this. So how to give the dimensions? So I'll go for linear dimension, select from this point to this point, which is 115. Yes. And from here to here, it is 30. Yes. Then I want to give this dimension as 10. Yes. And I want to give this dimension as 10. Okay. Now we will click on this side and take this dimension till here. Then we have a linear dimension. Select this and give this point to this point, which is 10. Again, I want to give from this point to this point, which is 55. Then I want to give radius 55. Go to go to radius dimension. Select this and give the dimension as radius 55. Then I want to give this depth. So go to linear dimension to end point of this to end point of this, which is 20. Then I want to give the dimension from this to this, which is 12. Then I want to give this dimension, which is 20. From here to here, it is 25. Then again from here to here, it is 20. Then the overall dimension of this from this point to this point, which is 65. Okay, 55 plus 65. Then this is 30. And all other dimensions are being given and go to center point between these two. Then from here to here, you take this. Then I want to give the diameter dimensioning for this. So you just go to dimension, click on diameter. Click on this, you take the diameter of this hole as 12. Then you have all other dimensions. Okay. Then this is 35, which is this dimension I want to give. Just go to linear dimension, select between this point and this point, which is 35. Then this is 30. That dimension, once you are given this, okay, let us give from one side, which is 30. Then the other side is automatically, it becomes 30. And this dimension is 15. And I think we have given almost all the dimensions. Yes. I don't think so. We have left out any other dimension that I want to know what is the reference for this point. What is the center of this to this? So that dimension I need to give. Yes. That is from here to here, it is 35. You take from here to here, it is 35. So once you do that, then do you have any other dimension? 55, it's given. So all other dimensions have given that. So this is how you will be able to create this particular model, that is 3-dimensional model. And you have converted that model into the drawing. Once you just go to the fit. So this you need to go for the printout. And once you give this, the printout, for your the final output. So this is how you will be able to create both three-dimensional model and as well as convert the three-dimensional model into orthographic views. This is the first angle projection because it is the front view is here and the top view is here and the side view is always adjacent to the front view. Thank you.